This is Top Secret Marketing, where we use ChatGPT to elevate your marketing and stay ahead of the competition. Today, we're going to talk about unique selling propositions. We're going to talk about why they're important, how to create them, and then how to use ChatGPT to make that much, much, much easier. Jumping right in, first thing we're going to focus on is why they're important. So again, basic marketing concepts, most of you are going to be familiar with it, but just in case you're not, we'll talk about them a little bit more in depth here. So what is it, or why do we have a unique selling proposition? Really, it's something that helps us to concisely communicate the value that our product or service is going to deliver our target market. The other thing the other way to think about this is a simple script that your sales team or you or your customer can then use to advocate for your brand. And so if you think about word of mouth marketing, how is that customer telling their friends, their family, what the value that you're bringing to them is? If they can't communicate that, it's very difficult for them to then refer business to you. So we have to boil that down and simplify it. And it also gives us a little bit more control over that as well, to ensure that they're telling people the right things and they're not communicating something that's going to set us up for failure down the road. So with that, obviously that builds brand loyalty, but let's kind of shift gears and talk about what it is. It differentiates your product or service from the rest of the market. It gives somebody a reason to actually pay attention to your product. It's a tangible benefit, so this isn't just a hope or a dream that you're telling them. This is something that they can actually recognize and that they will see delivered to them. It has a strong emotional appeal. The more emotional appeal you can get in your unique selling proposition, the better off you're going to be. And the last one here is, it can be the same but better. It doesn't necessarily have to be totally unique. You don't have to totally reinvent the wheel for it to be successful. Oftentimes, you'll be more successful taking something that's already successful in your marketplace or already been proven in your marketplace and figuring out a way to improve it. If somebody does something in a week, if you can do it for the same price in 5 days or for better quality in 5 days or the same time, that's something that can become your unique selling proposition, make you stand out from the crowd. So with those in mind, when we're actually creating these, how do we go about doing this? The first and really the easiest way to start doing this is to isolate a painful feeling within your target audience. So if you've done your pain point research, you know what problems you're looking to solve. And then from there, you can turn that into a memorable solution that actually provides that consistent value to your target audience. A couple really common examples of this, because they're very well done, is FedEx, when it absolutely positively has to be there overnight. It spells it out exactly what they're going to pardon the pun, but it spells out what they're going to deliver and how they're going to do it. Same thing with M&Ms, melt in your mouth, not in your hands. It doesn't seem like much today, but if you think about back, when they were coming out, I think it was in 1940s, somewhere around there, the idea that they could carry them in their pocket and they wouldn't melt like the other chocolate and you could save it for later, that was a very powerful selling point. The other thing too is, if you think about that, if you have something that doesn't melt, you can now share that with somebody else. And now that that person has tasted an M&M, maybe it's for the first time, you've probably got a customer who is willing to go out and seek out those products as well. With those in mind, just to kind of take a step back so you guys can understand where the unique selling proposition fits in within kind of the business value hierarchy. So at the very top, we have our actual value proposition. So this is the solution or solutions that the business is providing. So this is the whole umbrella of what we are offering. And then as we narrow down, we're going to have our specific target audiences that we are looking to assist or that we're looking to provide solutions to. And then beneath each one of those, we have our unique selling proposition. So as an example, we would have our target audience, for a business. The unique selling proposition is fast, reliable global network, something that the business is looking for. Now, maybe we offer a different target audience. We have grandma over here. She's looking at shipping, but she's looking at it to send, cookies or baked goods. So she wants somebody who is there to talk to her. She wants to talk to a real person. They wants it to be reliable. Those cookies better make it, and then fast, so they're fresh. So then it's a message that we're telling grandma. We're saying, we have good customer service, we're reliable, and we're fast. So you keep your cookies fresh. And then, looking a little bit ahead, we're moving into the offers where we're then crafting specific offers for those specific target audiences around the unique selling proposition that we offer. So we're aligning ourselves to provide the best service, but we're also then presenting it in a way that resonates with the customer so that there's actual value to it. Now that we've talked about where it fits and what the key components are, let's talk about actually doing this in ChatGPT. So we want to maintain the same fundamentals. We still want to follow the same basic principles of creating a unique selling proposition within ChatGPT that we would if we were just brainstorming on the outside here. So a couple of the pros with this: it makes it way faster, it's cheaper, free, gives you access to a much larger data set than our mind or even a large group of people, and you can iterate this as many times as you want. So if it gives you something you're not interested in, or it's not something that's quite right, you can continue to tweak and improve this so that you can always build it the way that you want. Have to address these, but a couple things: accuracy and data up till the end of 2021. Accuracy has gotten remarkably good. I have not seen problems with it in months. And as far as creating this type of information or having ChatGPT create this type of information for us, this is, in my experience, where it really excels. And so having data that goes to 2021 isn't really a problem because we have everything up before that. And the accuracy, this is more of a subjective opinion based creation task rather than objective. So again, I'm not super worried about it. We can always use our eyes and augment what ChatGPT is providing us, build from there. So quick high level overview of using ChatGPT. With this, I'm sure most of you have done this before, but just in case you haven't, we're going to provide ChatGPT a prompt. We're going to wait for an answer, and then we'll use the answer that ChatGPT provides us to ask more questions and build from there. We always want to make sure that we're setting our foundation well and that we're getting quality answers out of ChatGPT. But the best way to do that is to actually provide ChatGPT with the information that it needs to be successful. So first things first, we always want to start small. We want to be clear, concise, and provide context. So what that means is, if you're asking ChatGPT to solve a math problem, we want it to act like a mathematician. Add that context, build it in pieces. If you're struggling with your prompts or you're struggling to get your prompts to provide the answers that you want, break it up into chunks and really try to understand what you're asking. And then the last thing is, improve that prompt and iterate and build off of that. Things you guys are going to need if you want to follow along with this: a business summary, so information on your products, your services, some of the features, the benefits, just basic highlights, business name, things like that. You're going to want to have a target audience picked out. So the more information you can have on that, the better. Be as specific as possible, and then also what specific pain points you want to solve. And if you have specific solutions for them, that's also something that's going to help create that information as well. So let's jump right into ChatGPT and I'll show you guys how we can do this. Okay, here we are over at ChatGPT, and if you already have this information, this is a pretty straightforward process. We're going to essentially stack the outputs from previous prompts. Though we're going to use the business summary, our target audience, and then the pain points for beach balling. This is actually a pretty straightforward prompt, so we're going to just ask ChatGPT to create 3 unique value propositions for our business based on our products, our target audience, and then also the pain points that we are looking to address. So really honing in our answer by providing it with as much information as we possibly can about our specific use case. So okay, for this last section here, I'm putting in the pain points. I'm including all of the pain points that we have, so a total of 5. You can be more specific with these as well. So you can break these down, you can target specific pain points, maybe you're trying different messaging, things like that. But what it provides us, not bad, not great either. We really need to focus more on how we're benefiting the customer. We're talking about a lot of the things that we're good at or beach balling is good at, but it's not really highlighting the things that are going to make the customer engage with us. It doesn't provide a strong emotional appeal. Here it says that's why we offer a range of sustainable and ethically made beach accessories catered to the needs of the socially aware. Like, not great. From here, like everything in marketing or with ChatGPT, take this and iterate. So we'll ask ChatGPT first to highlight the areas that we can differentiate from other products in the market. Now we're getting a little bit closer here. We've refined this a little bit further. Beach Ballin is the only beach accessory brand that offers a complete range of sustainable and ethically made beach accessories for environmentally conscious beach loving millennials. Our products are not only designed to look great and protect you from the sun, but contribute towards a better future for the planet. Getting much closer to that easy, memorable, emotional selling proposition that's going to be something that people remember and a reason they choose the brand. Let's keep going. Let's refine this a little bit further. Let's make these a little bit more concise and more memorable. Ballin, the only sustainable beach accessory brand for eco-conscious millennials who love the beach, stand out on the beach with our unique and distinct range of beach accessories, hassle-free online shopping. There's still some more refining that needs to be done here. We don't need to spend all day walking through this, but you can get the idea of looking to narrow this down and bring each of these pieces into something that's going to help your brand stand out and something that's going to help your customers become your advocates and communicate the value that you're delivering to them. To jump back over the presentation, we'll walk through a pre-built prompt that does this a little bit faster, a little bit more efficiently, gives you a little bit more consistent answers without all of the iteration. Uh, Definitely, there's some room for improvement. Again, if you're doing this as a one-off thing, you're working to improve your specific business, or maybe you're helping a couple clients or just a friend or a family member, that's a great way to do it. If this is something that you're doing on a more regular basis or you need more consistent outputs, definitely wanting to go with a pre-built prompt. So just to jump into that, the idea behind a pre-built prompt is it saves you time. So you have something that's ready to go. It improves your consistency. You know what your output is going to be. You can even provide a specific format for that output. And then it gives you the ability to tailor it to your specific needs. Meaning, if you have a specific format you want to follow and specific questions you want to answer, you can have ChatGPT do that every single time. The other beauty of this is it can be your secret weapon. You can have a way to accomplish something or a way to get ChatGPT to do something that nobody else does or that other people struggle with, and that can give you a massive advantage. So let's jump in. I will show you an example of a pre-built prompt that I have that is for developing USPs. Here we are back over at ChatGPT, and I've got the pre-built prompt already dropped into the text box here. Perfect. So it's going to ask us some basic questions: business name, product services, features, target audience, including rate, age, gender, location, hobbies, education, all the information there, and then pain points and the way that your business or client's business solves those. So we're going to just use beach balling again. All of those products, we've got all of that information. We're going to stack the outputs from some previous prompts that I just keep in a. Awesome. Okay, so let's take a look at what it's given us. USP one, stand out at the beach with our unique eye-catching designs. Definitely, so we hit the emotional side of things with standing out. People want to stand out or they want to be unique. Um, Hit the nail right on the head there, and then highlight the tangible way that we're doing that. So the tangible value that we provide is eye-catching design. So obviously you can say this, you know, we need to back this up with our designs. That's another topic for another day, but with this in mind, you know, this is a really solid starting point. It communicates what we're trying to get across very quickly, and checks all the boxes for our unique selling proposition. So let's take a look at the second one. Protect yourself from the sun in style. Again, same thing, protecting yourself from the sun, the threat of not protecting yourself from the sun, skin cancer, things like that kind of implied. And then also, being stylish doing it. So you're not going to look, like a dad with all the sunscreen on your nose, all those different things. So, and then the last one here, create your own unique beach accessories with our design tool. So using the design tool, pretty straightforward. This one's pretty average. There might be some things we can improve with that, but highlighting the design tool and then highlighting the benefit that the user gets with it. So 2 out of 3 out of the box are really pretty good. With this, let's see what other information provided us. You want to settle for boring accessories. Perfect. So just giving some more information on the reasoning behind that, backing up that USP, and then also a communication strategy. Now you're starting to seed some ideas for social media, different things like that. So the idea with this again is just to save time, make things more efficient, give you the tools that you need to go out and project the message out that's actually going to resonate with your customers, which at the end of the day is going to sell more products. All right, pretty cool. So definitely saves a bunch of time, especially if you're doing this on a regular basis or if you just even aren't sure where to start. Having that as a starting point is going to give you a really good way to accelerate your entire offer building process, and in the end going to generate more sales for your business or for your client's business. So the prompt that I used in this video is going to be left in the comments, so you'll have access to that. You can go ahead and copy and paste that, use your own information to start creating. And then if you guys want more free prompts, there is a link where you can hop on the beta where you get prompts before they are released to the general public. Accelerate all of that and go for the fastest method. You can use the link in the description that says paid, and that will take you over to prompt base where you can get those links and get those prompts as well. So with that, go ahead and use ChatGPT to create a unique selling proposition for a unsellable product. I'd love to see what you guys come up with. Go ahead and leave that in the comments, and we'll look forward to next.